All right, let's take a look at how we name compounds. And there are two types that we've got to be aware of, ionic and molecular, because they're different rules depending on which type we're dealing with. So how do we tell the difference? Let's take a look at what we've got here. We've got Ca, and that is one element, capital letter there, lowercase there, and Cl, capital letter there, and lowercase l there. So if we go and take a look at where these are in the periodic table, we can see there's Ca, and there is Cl. This little line here is going to be an important line that you need to be aware of. Everything on the left-hand side of that line is considered a metal, generally speaking, and elements to the right of that line are nonmetals. Now, ionic compounds occur when we have an atom, usually a metal, giving up an electron to a nonmetal. So we can often identify an ionic compound if it has a metal paired up with a nonmetal. And sure enough, we have a metal there, the nonmetal there. We are dealing with an ionic compound. Now, how do we name this thing? We start off by identifying the two elements there, Ca and Cl. I'm going to try to write this out. Bear with me here for a second. I'm going to need to zoom in. All right, Ca and Cl. If we were to take a look at what Ca is, Ca, and we can look it up there in the chart, stands for calcium. Now, the other element, which is Cl, is chlorine. Now, before we get too far on this, because we want to signify or sort of indicate that this is indeed a compound, us saying calcium chlorine, we're basically stating two elements, but we want to sort of indicate that these guys are actually a compound together. So we often do that by changing the ending, and we won't call it calcium chlorine. We will change the ending so that this becomes an IDE ending. So I'm going to rub this out. So we're going to change that so that it is now IDE. And you'll notice that that gives us calcium chloride. All right, and that's the compound. Notice that we do not need to worry about this little 2 here. We don't need to put that anywhere in the name. We just find the first element, second element, change the ending of the second element, and that's pretty much it, calcium chloride.